Well, hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Thank you for stopping by on this first Sunday in 2026. What this show is all about, as some of you might have heard me say before, when I did a look at all of the games I played before, it was very obvious to me that the sports games way outnumbered the war games and the regular board games. And so I'm going to do something to fix that in this year. So this particular countdown that I'm doing today is going to be for the war games and for the solo and multiplayer games. All right. The sports games will come at a later date because it's a bit bigger and harder to compile that one. So let me bring up a little slideshow that I have created here. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Hit the wrong button there. Just hang on one second. Hang on one second. And this should do it here. All right, there we are. I don't know what I got that background there for. I don't like that background, but anyway, I could probably change it at another later date. This is the top games of 2025. And like I said, hey, Joe, how you doing? I hope you had a nice trip to Pasadena and didn't get too wet down there with our California rain this year. Glad to see you on here. Yeah, now also, and Joe, and let's see, David's on too. Happy New Year to you, David. Thanks for stopping by for this is the top war games and top solo multiplayer games. The sports games will be another one because it way outnumbered these categories. So this is a little thing I got going here. The top games of 2025, like I said. And so got a little slideshow I'm going to show you, first of all. All right. Let's go here. Okay, this is going to be war games. I didn't get near enough war games out as a guy that started back into gaming as a war gamer. Yeah, hey, Joe, I was thinking about you that you did get some rain down there. I was watching the weather. We got some rain up here too, but I didn't have anywhere to go like you were doing. Did you make it to the Rose Parade? Okay, so war games. All right, so here we go. Here's the 4 war games that I played this year. D-Day at Omaha Beach. This is a tough one. This is a John Butterfield game. I play this every year in June to celebrate the D-Day. And I have not ever beat it, but I like it that much. I also have Tarot, which I do every November, but last November I completely forgot about it. The old age took over. So that was this D-Day at Omaha Beach. Played it. There we go. Purple Haze, that's a new one. This is a squad-based tactical game from Vietnam, where you're leading a squad of 6 GIs through the jungle on scenarios and so forth. Pretty cool game. Pretty neat game. It was a Kickstarter. Waited a long time for it, but it came in and it was worth the wait. All right. Next one. Save South Vietnam. This is a solo game. It looks like there's a lot going on there, but this down the left-hand side, this is actually what you're playing next. And so it kind of keeps track of you. These are where your units are and where you place all your units. These are the Viet Cong areas. And so pretty cool game. It's called Save South of Vietnam. All right, what do we got next? This is the last one, believe it or not. 4 war board games. Silent Victory, U.S. subs in the Pacific, 41 to 45. I have a project going on in there. This is a very good thematic game. Some people say, oh, they don't make any decisions. Well, you do have to make decisions. Do I want to engage? What type of weapons do I want to use? Do I want to be submerged? Do I want to be, on top? Those type of things, and moving on. So, yeah, good game from GMT. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be looking at the solo multiplayer games. The countdown will be coming later that I played this year. And that's the caveat that I played and own. First one is 51st Master State. This is a nice deck building game that I've had for quite a while. It's the complete master set. And it's a cool game. It's also along with Imperial Settlers and those type of games. Then Comic Hunters, I picked that up in 2024, I believe it was. It finally got released in the U.S. This is a nice deck building, set collecting game of Marvel Comics, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. Then I played The Dark Quarter. This is an app-assisted game where your detectives trying to find out what's going on in New Orleans with these different murders and everything. And I've only played like the first scenario. It takes a long time. You get a lot of gameplay in this. I haven't been a big fan of app-assisted games before, but this one is a very good one. So that's The Dark Quarter. This is by Lucky Duck Games and Van Ryder Games. Two companies. They combined together to make this one. That's pretty cool. Okay, Dawn of Madness by Dimension Games. This is a really creepy one. This is a good game. This is creepy. This was another Kickstarter that came in, and I waited a long time for it, and it got it played. Dawn of the Zeds. This is a Herman Lettman. Everybody knows Herman Lettman from his war games. It's Dawn of the Zeds, 3rd edition, solo play, really good, very hard to win. I haven't beat it yet. I'll be back at it again probably this year, but this is a good one. And this is, I would say it's point-to-point in area control, and you do have some characters that you're trying to keep alive. I can't know if you would call it a role-playing game or not, but it is point-to-point. And you're trying to save the town from the apocalypse coming in. Dune Imperium. This is a really, really good one. I did play this one with my grandson again. We played it multiplayer. And this is deck building, area control, point to point, and so forth. Really good. It's been highly rated ever since it first came out. I've had it out for a long time, and it is very enjoyable. All right. Fliptoons. This was a little one that came out in Gen Con this year. This is a very nice, it's a little small box, small footprint, and it's a deck building game that plays very, very quickly. It's a solo to 1 or 1 to 4, or solo or 1 or 2 with solo rules, and you're deck building in that, and you're trying to create the best cast, I think it is, or best crew for that. And it's pretty cool. It's a fun game. Plays very quickly. Marvel Legendary Studios Phase 1. This is I'll just know this one is a deck builder, and I played it a couple times this year, and I still like it. This is my completeness to me. I have everything in the Legendary Marvel collections, including all of the expansions. But this one is the only one this and Painted Town, whatever that guy's name is, I can't say my name, are the only thing that's open. So I play this on occasion in that. The other series is called Marvel Legendary. This is Marvel Legendary. The other one's Legendary, and it's got the name after it. But this is the Marvel Studios one. Star Wars The Mandalorian Adventures. This was a nice one that came out this year. Like it says down the bottom, it's 1 to 4 players. It does have solo rules. I have played it solo, and it is a campaign, but you can play it by scenarios, from the first scenario, second scenario, and so forth. And this has got some like action. You got some dice rolling going on. You got to make decisions about which guys you want to move. It's point to point. You're trying to find out certain things on your goals and so forth. And it's a pretty cool game. Vantage. This is a big box game. This came out late this year, August, I think, or late last year. Stonemaier Games. This is an open world game. I'm going to have to explain this. First of all, it's got like 1,700 cards in it, but you don't have to be afraid of that because of a lot of cards. Because the way the system is, you manage those cards very easily. They don't ever come out of the box except when you need it. And then when you put it back, it's got little markers of where you took it from, so you know exactly where you got it from. Yeah, and it's 1 to 4 player, 1 to 6 player, I believe it is, and sets up. You can be set up and going in less than 5 minutes in this game, even with all it's got going on. And it's an exploration type game where like even if you had 5 players playing, you're all going to be, your plane's going to crash. You're all going to be ejected into your own tubes, going to different parts, different areas. And so then you got to go on and you get task nets. Check out one of the videos on it. It's tough to explain, but it is definitely, it was expensive, but definitely well worth it. Okay, now because we only had 4 board games, we're going to do the top 2. Remember, now these are top 2. Doesn't mean that the board game's any better than any of the others. It's the ones that I liked the most this year. Okay, and the runner-up was Purple Haze. I really enjoyed that. That takes a little bit of time set up and so forth and that, but I really enjoyed it. And the 2025 War Board Game of the Year for me is Save South Vietnam by Fortress Games. I had so much fun with this. I played it several times. I didn't get very far because this war can go anywhere from 65, I think it is, to 75. I got as far as like 68 or 69, and then I got demolished in that. But it is a very good solitaire game. It's not hard to learn. The designers got videos out there explaining things about the game. Good stuff. So that's my favorite war game of the year, Save South Vietnam by Fortress Games. All right, here we go. We're going to do the top 5 multiplayer games. It could be multiplayer or solo. I forgot it's solo or multiplayer. Here we go. So I think we only had 8 of them. Coming in at number 5 is Vantage from Stonemaier Games. Coming in late in the year, it kind of hurts the game because I didn't get all that much gameplay. I did get some gameplay on it. Maybe if I played it more, it might have been higher up on the line, but I do like it. I do like the concept. I do like the way Jamie put that one together. There's a lot of garbage talk. I call it garbage talk out on the internet about this game, but take it for what it is. Check out, if you want to think about buying it, check out the videos and then make your own decisions on it. And here we go. Number 4, Dawn of the Zeds was such a challenging game by Herman Luttman. I really enjoyed this. I thought for sure I could do better than I've done on this one, but I haven't, but I have enjoyed it. It's challenging. That's the key, I think, for me, is challenging. And plus, I kind of like zombie games and movies. All right, number 3, The Dark Quarter. That's from Lucky Duck, as I said, and Van Ryder Games. And it took me quite a while to get through even the first scenario, but I'm very, very happy with it. I'm very pleased with the play, and you have to make decisions in it. And the app's just is more or less telling you results, not making the decisions for you. They'll tell you where might tell you where you have to go sometimes, but when you get there, and then you have to make the decisions yourself when you get there. So it's pretty cool. This is Dark Quarter. Okay, the runner-up is Dune Imperium. Such a good game. And there's like two or three expansions out for it. I have one of the expansions. I forget which one it is right now. But playing it this year with just a base game, even with this as the base game, is a lot of fun. My grandson and I had a good time with this one. And the winner for me this year in the solo multiplayer games is Dawn of Madness. What a good game this is. This takes a lot of space, takes a lot of time. There's a lot of things going on the board. You're controlling your 2 characters, and you got all of these monsters that are coming out of here. And it's story-driven, so it's going to drive you to the book to tell you what's going on, where you are. But you got to make the decisions of where you want to go, and you don't have to go there if you don't want to. You can go someplace else. It's a horror story. It's pretty deep. It was so good after my first play, and it took a long time for this to come in. I'll tell you what I did. They put out, they're doing a version 2, but part of the Kickstarter is an update kit for everybody. Upgrade kit that has for everybody that has this one. I immediately ordered the update kit. I like this one so much. Update kit. All right. So that should be it. That was it for that, folks. I hope you all enjoyed there. Anybody that might have come in late, I'll just run down it real quick. Here's the 4 war games I played. Here's the solo and multi-player games I played. Dawn of the Zeds, Zoom Imperium, Cartoons, Zertland, and Vantage. Okay, the top 2 war board games, Purple Haze and Save South Vietnam. Top 5 solo multiplayer games, Vantage, Dawn of the Zeds, The Dark Quarter, Dune Imperium, and Dawn of Madness. Hey, any of you guys out there got any comments on those? I'm open for comments, and if you want, do you have a war, either one, war or the regular ones? And if you have them, do you play them, or have you played them? Yeah, I'm looking. I talked about the sports games outnumbering my war games. That was terrible. I didn't know it was that bad until I started looking at it. And so I've dedicated one portion of my table, or one of my tables, that always is only for war games. I have one going on there right now. Then I'll have another part of another table that'll be for solo or multiplayer games, and then I'll have a third table that'll be just for sports games, so I can get these war games back in. Hope everybody hey, J2. Any war gamers for beginners? Yeah, there are some out there. If you're looking for a war game for beginners and for solo, I would go look at Dan Verson Games. I would think there would be a good place to start. They have a lot of like flying type games, tank type games, and they're not that hard to learn. Sometimes Dan Verson Games has a little problem with the rule books, but it's nothing you can't get over. I have about 8 or 10 of their games as it is. Let me look and see if I see anything else I would recommend for beginners. Yeah, I would also recommend games like Silent Victory or The Hunters, which are submarine board games. They're solo board games, not hard to learn. They do have some theme to them, and they provide a lot. And you can find them on GMT Games. Hey, Joe, I'm surprised you haven't played any of those war board games. Well, I know you're into the bigger, more complicated ones. Yeah, so Dawn of Madness, that'll get back on the table this year again, even if the upgrade kit hasn't come in. That's how much I liked it. Sports, play too many, way too outnumbered these games a lot. Just trying to see if I can bring something up here that might be able to tell me that. Of course, I didn't cover PC games either. I should have probably thrown them in there with them. Oh, you have Silent Victory on P500? Yeah, cool. That's a good game. The only thing I picked up lately is CC. So now I'm on a mortuarium for buying for games. Till I get this 8. I guess still got 8 games on the order list for P500s and Kickstarters. Until I get them in, I got a mortuarium myself. The last thing I purchased just before New Year's, when I went on this mortuarium, is I picked up on Steam. I picked up Rebel Fury because I don't want to play that this year on the board game, but I also want to have it on Steam so that I can look at it and try to understand a little bit more what's going on the board. I watched Zillow Blitz playing it on in his channel and got the idea that way. Yeah, lots of football over the last weekend with all the college ball games and everything. Because of the college playoffs, and I'm a little bit disappointed in the bowl games. They used to be better, but they got to take what's left, I guess. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for board games. Unless you guys want to talk about anything, I'm open right now. I covered everything on the board games. I'm open to talk about anything you'd like to talk about. Wait a few more minutes and I'll hold this up. I appreciate everybody coming on. Joe and J2 Wiltz and David. Just looking over there at the Bills game. It's like preseason. Plus, I want to get some of the games off my yeah, J2 Wiltz, Final Girl is a good game. It's hard, and I got just about all of the content for it, and that'll be coming back on the channel again this year, maybe several times. It's a really, really good solo game. Hey, Joe, the submarine game from World War I is Raiders of the Deep. Said the same similar type of a game as Silent Victory and the Hunters. Yeah, I was going to do Final Girl in December, and I forgot about it because when I did season 2 during the part of the Kickstarter, one of the extra movies that they sent out, or movies is actually the game, was one about Christmas. So I was going to do it, and then of course got tied up with doing all the decorations in my house and everything, and forgot all about it. Of course, when I start decorating, I start losing table space too. If anybody's interested in music, I'm going to be live Tuesday night on my other channel, Music Spins and Sounds with Bill, and I'm going to be doing the top 2025 LPs that I listen to. I'm going to be doing that one Tuesday night on that channel. Oh, okay. You do have that one from Raiders of the Deep. Another good game. That's why I kind of recommended that type of a game to J2 Wiltz, who just asked for some beginning games because it's not that hard to learn. And it does making decisions and get you moving around. And a lot of the DVG Leader Series games are like that too. Hey, Joe, I think I asked you before. I don't know if I might have missed your response. Did you get to see the Rose Parade, or did you get rained out on that one? Oh, it's too bad. I can't. I've been in Southern California since 1981. I have not seen it. Although I just won't go fight the crowds. There's too many of them. Don't forget also, mark your calendars. There's a scrolling across the bottom for talking about number 24 on January 11th. Went to Disneyland. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Been at Disneyland several times. I like amusement parks in Disneyland. My big one was is that my mother and two or three of my grandchildren years and years ago flew down from Buffalo to Orlando, and my daughter and I from out here we flew into Orlando and met them. We spent a week going to Disney World. That's like three times bigger than Disneyland and a lot of fun. But Disneyland's a lot of fun too. Can get awful crowded at times. My stepdaughter's husband, I got a picture somewhere of it, proposed to her in front with the Fantasyland in the background, him on his knee at Disneyland when he proposed. That was pretty cool. Pretty romantic. I probably wouldn't have thought of something like that. Oh, you've been to Disney World many times. Yeah. Well, you're down from where you are. It's not that much of a jaunt. The what I really like that, I don't know if things have changed. This has been a long time. A lot of things have changed. But the one thing that I misplanned when I went down there the last time in the timing was I did not appropriate enough time for the Epcot Center. Has anyone played Hostage Negotiator, or is it similar to Final Girl to spend money on? No, it's not similar to Final Girl. I'm trying to remember what the other one is that. Oh man, there's another game out there that's similar to Hostage Negotiator. Well, maybe it is similar to Final Girl. I'd have to check. Don't count me on that one. If it's from the same company as Hostage Negotiator or Final Girl, maybe it's the same. Well, I just looked. The Hostage Negotiator is from Van Ryder Games, but I don't know if it. I'm trying to look now and see if I can see what it was like, or see what the other ones are. You know, it might be not that because they are from the same company, Final Girl and Hostage Negotiator. Okay, Joe, thanks a lot for stopping by. Hope to see you soon on the channel. Have a good time. Well, I couldn't find out if it is similar to anything else right now, anyway. But everything I've ever read about Hostage Negotiator uh, was positive. Okay. Nobody else has anything to go. We're going to go ahead and wait a minute. Yeah, J2, I would do some more research on that, especially if you already have Final Girl. So I want to thank you, all of you, J2 and Joe and David, for stopping by here. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching this later, if you are, put your comments down in the remarks section. I appreciate it. Everybody hit that like button. If you're watching the video and haven't subscribed yet, please do so to help the channel grow. SoCal Saber say, take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other. Stay safe.